It's very crucial to make sure in partnership that each person knows their role. And Ashley and I made around $28,000 a piece on that deal. Hello, everyone. Welcome to season number 2. This is Andre Beraud with Yes to Real Estate Podcast on your favorite station, CC Network. Super excited to be here for season 2. And today's message is on partnership. Speaking of partnership, I cannot continue on without displaying some much needed love to some of our partners, especially my lovely wife, Joanne Beraud, one half of Yes to Real Estate. Joe, I love you so much. Thank you for your ability to take an empty canvas and create magical moments out of it. Joanne, she's one half of Yes to Real Estate. She's also our interior, exterior designer, and she's our stager. So anything that you see pertaining to staging, Joanne Beraud is doing amazing things. So thank you, Joe. My son, Chase Beraud. Chase, 5 years old and strong in the game. Chase, thank you for being a valued member of Yes to Real Estate and my son. So Dad is super proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. And my lovely daughter, Skylar J. Beraud. She's 2 and she's coming in strong with the Yes to Real Estate brand. My dad love when you're learning your Yes to Real Estate shout, your Yes to Real Estate chant. And I love what you're doing. And I love that you are growing in you of being Scholar in Yes to Real Estate. So thank you so much, Scholar. Also, CC Network, thank you guys so much under the leadership of Jazzy, right? Thank you so much for your knowledge, your information, and starting the Yes to Real Estate podcast. It was Jazz's mindset to start it, her and her team. And so thank you so much, CC Network, for what you're doing. And the marketing team for Yes to Real Estate, Voss and Jenny, you guys are truly amazing. So when you see the videos, the clips, right, that's the marketing team. Thank you guys for what you're doing for the brand. And Michael, he's our analytics guy, our marketing guy as well. Him and Jazz got together to start the Yes to Real Estate field trip inside. And so for all of my old school Yes to Real Estate field trip people, we used to have them under a shade tree. Remember that? Based on how hot it gets, determines what shade tree we're under, right? So thank you, Michael, for your analytics, looking at the numbers and really taking the brand to the next level. Partnership. Also, I want to say thank you to Diamond. She's our transaction coordinator. And she's a GC, everyone. That's right. If you remember on season 1, she talked about being a transaction coordinator and transitioning into GCN. What is that? A GC is a general contractor of someone who oversees the projects, right? They have to understand the language, the numbers, and the analytics behind every property. And Diamond is truly amazing. So thank you, Diamond, for what you're doing. Partnership, right? And Ashley, she's one half of Rush Green Properties, but also she's partnered with Yes to Real Estate. And her and I, we do a lot of flips, and we're starting to do new construction together as well. Say with me, partnership. Yes, partnership. So thank you to the partners, to the team for what you are doing to maximize and bring exposure to Yes to Real Estate. So also, once again, my name is Andre. I'm the first vice president of YRD. It's the Young Realtors Division, and our purpose and mission is to edify and to educate young adults about real estate. So if you can imagine, if you would have got started in real estate 5-10 years ago, where would you have been, right? So it's crucial as a first vice president that I continue to educate young adults in real estate. So today's conversation is about partnership. As you just realized, I just spent a couple of minutes on partnership and naming different people who really brings out Yes to Real Estate. And you would not have the Yes to Real Estate you have today without partners. And here's another thing I have learned about partners is that it's very crucial to let people know who are adding value into your life, who are allowing you to push the brand forward. Because as you grow and go to the next level, it's important to, for me, to spotlight my partners as well. So today on partnerships, we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about partnership and finding deals. We're going to talk about partnerships and funding, and partnerships and bringing that deal into fruition, either as new construction or flips. Okay. So when it comes to partnership and finding deals, first you must understand what deal are you looking for. For example, Ashley and I are doing a lot of partnerships, and what we do is we do a lot of flips. So I understand what I'm good at. I'm good at bringing a team together, bringing the GC, the rehabbers together, and to take a distressed property and to bring that property back to life. Now, Ashley, she's real good at finding deals, right? Building rapport and building relationship with people to where we can close on the deal. And then I come in as partnership and do my part to bring that deal into fruition. Let me give you an example of how crucial it is to have the right partner in the right position. So on one of our deals in Southern Street and South Park, Ashley was working on that deal for 7 months. No, I'm sorry. She was working on the deal for 1 year. This is a deal on Rue Street and zip code 77033 for all my Houston folks. So she started working on the deal first month, got in contact with the owner, and began to build rapport. Say with me, partnership. So as she began to build rapport, other investors try to come and purchase that property as well. Well, Ashley, first month, building rapport, second month, building rapport, third month, fourth month. And then now the seller began to really like talking with Ashley because she built relationship with the seller. Partnership. So as Ashley began to build relationship with the seller, one thing led to another. The seller decided to sell it to Ashley, not anyone else, but only Ashley, because Ashley is good at cultivating relationship and really spending time with the potential seller. So after 4 months, we closed on the deal, and it was entitled. Well, when it's in title, it's title responsibility to verify there's any liens or if this person really selling the property really owns it. So under further investigation, we had to go through some obstacles with title and the liens and things like that to get it and close into fruition. Well, it took another 5 months in title, documents, going to court to close on this deal. And the seller was focused on making sure that this deal closed, and Ashley was the buyer because of the relationship, because of Ashley spending time with the client to build that rapport. Now, Ashley is great at that. That was some of the things that I needed to learn and grow. So if I was trying to take Ashley's position and do what Ashley does well, then I'm out of position, right? It's good to have a partner and who understand what they're good at, let them operate in what they're good at, and get the deal done. And then I step in and focus on what I'm good at. So after close to a year, we finally closed on the property. We went to title. We took pictures, right? You know, you hold the key. Yes, to real estate. And after we closed, that same day is almost like we tag team. I told Ashley, hey, the guys are going over there today at 1 p.m. and we're going to start demo. So Ashley did her job. Now it's my turn, partnership, to come in and do my job. The guys over there working, demo on the walls, the floors and everything. And we was able to finish that product in 3 weeks and 3 days. Partnership, right? And Ashley and I made around $28,000 a piece on that deal, right? So it's very crucial to make sure in partnership that each person knows their role, right? She was good at finding deals. I'm good at making sure that the contractors and everyone is in place to make sure we bring this property into fruition. Partnership and finding deals. So what happens after you find the deal and you are saying, you know what, I have a great deal, but I need the money, right? Yes, I'm talking to you. It's many of you out there who understand. You're like, hey, I have a great deal, but I just don't know where to get the funds from. And I tell people a lot that if you have a great deal, the money will come. Yes. I'm gonna say it one more time. If you have a great deal, the money will follow. Well, Andre, what do you mean about that? Well, let's use some numbers. You build rapport, and someone is coming to you and say, hey, I want to sell you this house for $60,000, and I'd rather for you to have it instead of me losing because of taxes, right? 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet, right? And it needs maybe around $50K in rehab, but you already know you can sell it for a good $230, right? So if you take that deal to anyone, they will finance it. They were like, absolutely. So I want to talk about several ways of how you can fund your deal. Number one, you can bring in a limited partner, right? So you can tell your partner, hey, look, I have the deal. I have the experience. I have the team who can do the rehab. I just need for you to up the funds. And then based on that, you can determine how much the split is going to be, right? So remember this. If you are the deal finder, finding the deal is the most challenging part, not finding the money. So when you begin to negotiate with your partners on the split, remember that you have the leverage because you have the deal. Don't ever think the person who has the money has the leverage. No, because you have the deal, you can go to anyone to get the funds. Okay, so remember that if you have the deal. All right, so number one, under finding a deal and funding, number one, you can find a limited partner who's going to give you the cash, right? And you have a normal split. Number two, you can do hard money. So you have the deal, you have the experience. Now you can go in and do hard money. Shout out to Sydney at Fund That Flip. Shout out to Donovan with shout out to Sydney with Flipco, and shout out to Donovan with Fund That Flip. Where I use both of those partners to do hard money with. Okay, so for example, when it's a flip, I'll call Sydney.
Hi, I'm Stephen Thompson, and when I'm not DJing and giving people the vibes, I'm cultivating a community at Community Cultivation Network. We'd love to see you. We'd love to have you. We'd love for you to view our podcast. Not only are we the best, we're the best. And if you don't believe us, that's too bad. We love you. From here and everywhere else.
Now let's get back to cultivating community. Yes. Sydney, hey, I have this property. Here's the ARV, the after repair value, right? I believe, the numbers show after running comps, which is a CMA, right, that I can sell this home for $230. I'm buying it for $50. I'm putting $50 into it, Sydney. That's $100. And then I'm selling it for $230. So I send all this information to Sydney as the hard money lender, the data sheet, the spreadsheet that breaks down everything that I'm going to do with the home, the roof, the electrical, the plumbing, the HVAC, most likely new floors, upgraded kitchens, restroom. I send all this in a spreadsheet and I break down how much each part is going to cost. I send it over, fill out the application with Flipco with Sydney. Then I send it to her. And then within 48 hours, I can have information back on what their underwriter is saying that the home is worth. Well, if someone say, well, Andre, what happens if their after repair value is different from yours? Well, typically you put down 10%, but if your number is different from Flipco number as far as the after repair value, then if you can put down more money to kind of make up the difference of what they believe it's going to be worth. For example, we normally put down 10, but if they're saying, hey, your number is real high, we think the property is only worth 200, then I can put down 20% to make them happy as well. All right. So Funding, cash. Number 2, hard money. Okay. So those are ways that you can fund your deals. Okay. It's very crucial to understand, once again, that if you have the deal, money will follow. If you have the deal, money will follow. Now, if you're doing new construction, Donovan with Fund That Flip can finance you. Donovan and his team right now are working on, we're working on building 5 townhomes in South Park. And so we're using Donovan and Fund That Flip to fund us on the land purchase, but also to fund us on the new construction. So if you're doing new construction and you're looking for how to fund your new construction, Donovan can help. Now, along with that, they want to make sure that you have some experience in doing new construction. And the great thing about Yes to Real Estate team is that we have built 4 homes already. So now when we go to anyone to get funding or anything like that, the track record has proven that we know what we're doing, right? From the build and the sale part in Fifth Ward. So for new construction, you want to go with Donovan at Fund That Flip. Okay. Now, let's say you have the property, right? Now you know you're gonna either do a rehab or a new construction. Right now we have the money. Either you're gonna do a rehab or new construction. You have the funding, right? Now let's go to step 3, is building the team of people who's gonna do the rehab or the new construction. I say this is one of the most important steps after finding a deal, because your GC can either help you make more money or cause you to lose money as well. So it's very crucial that you understand to get that part right. So with the GC, shout out to Julio. We use him for our when it comes to our flips. With picking the right GC, number 1, you want to go verify their work. You want to make sure that they are performing great quality rehabs, right? Because what one person would do for themselves, they would do for others. And so I go walk his properties, right? And look at what type of product are they putting in, right? Are they sharp cutting on the floors or the tile work, right? Is it messy? Is the paint color messy, right? All of that matters when it comes to a great rehab. So you want to walk your potential GC property. Number 2, you look for honesty and transparency, right? You ask him certain questions and you want to see if they're telling the truth. And let me tell you this, when it comes to picking the right GC, you want to get referrals, right? You want to verify that what this person is saying, him or her, so shout out to the women GCs out there, what they're saying are lining up with what they are doing, right? So if you're saying that you do this type of work and then I go walk your property and what you're saying and doing is not matching up, we have a challenge, right? And you want a GC who's going to give you constructive criticism and feedback. So you might have an idea and then the GC might say, I don't think that's going to work over here because of this, this, and this. Well, why would you say that? Well, I have done 5 homes over here already. And each time we do this and this, the homes stay on the market a little bit longer. So you want that experience as well, right? So you want, number 1, a GC who's have done it before. Number 2, you want to be referred to someone who have done work with other great builders or contractors in the area. You want someone who's going to be transparent and honest with you. And you want a person who's not afraid to give you real feedback on your property so where you can make the maximum return on your rehab. Picking the right GC matters. All GCs are not created equal. And I tell people a lot, as realtors, all realtors are not created equal, right? It's not like, oh, this person is an agent, just bring them in. No, it doesn't work like that, right? You want an expert who can guide and navigate you through challenging times when it comes to a rehab or a new construction or a flip or a $1 million home. You want someone who has done it before so you can lean on that expertise. That's why picking the right GC matters. All right. And then when it comes to new construction, we have been doing the GC ourselves. So what does that mean? Diamond, Ashley, and myself on each stage of the new construction for the foundation guy, right? So we bring our own foundation guy in, right? We go over all of the architectural plans and really walk down what we need for him to do with this foundation. For example, most of our work is done in a flood zone area. So we must have a foundation person understand that, hey, we have to get this first floor elevation correct, right? So you just can't bring a foundation guy in an area who never built in a flood zone area, right? So picking the right people matter, and picking the right GC matters, right? So when it comes to the foundation, Diamond, Ashley, and myself speak with the foundation crew and make sure they have done it before and walk their projects, right? The electrician, the plumber. So all of that matters when it comes to picking the right GC, okay? So it's crucial that if you're going to go to the next level, if you're going to elevate, you have to have the right people in the right spot for you to grow and to go to the next level, okay? So let's recap just a little bit. Number one, in partnership, you want to have the right partner who's going to find the deal, right? Number two, you need partners in funding, right? Hard money or just a money person who have cash, liquid cash. And number three, a partnership as far as GC or builders who's going to bring the project into fruition. Each step of the way is crucial to have the right people at the right time, at the right moment, to make sure that your project is going to be a winning project. You do not want to just plug and play people into these positions because it will affect the outcome of your project. It's crucial to get this right. So I want to challenge you, to the millions of people who's watching, to the millions of people who's listening. I want to say thank you for joining us on Yes to Real Estate for season number 2. I want you to understand that this season that we're really going to be focused on elevating you. Yes, the millions of people watching to the next level. And the things that we talk about in season 2 is going to captivate you. It's going to make you cry. It's going to make you laugh, right? It's going to make you think. But also, most importantly, it's going to challenge you to push. To push to the next level. You know, a real quick story. I remember talking to my son, Chase, and as the wife and I was getting ready to go on this romantic date, right? Brother had on his nice cologne, his nice shoes, you know, looking good, right? And then my son came into the room and he was looking at me as I was looking at him. He said, "Dad." I said, "Hey, what's going on, son?" He said, "I got a question." I said, "What's that?" He said, "Where's your Yes to Real Estate shirt?" I said, well, you know, Dad is going out to eat, and I'm not going to wear the Yes to Real Estate shirt today, but I'm going to wear it next time. And he said something so profound that really changed the trajectory of my life. He said, "Dad, I want you to remember to always say yes. And Dad, I want you to remember that people are watching you and I'm watching you. And I knew that you had changed your shirt." So for the millions of people watching, I want you to know that people are counting on you to go to the next level. People need you to challenge yourself to move forward. If you do not move forward, if you do not get better, you are letting the people who's watching you, who's looking up to you, down. So I want to challenge you to push forward. Join us as we take this next level of progression in season 2, and understand that partnership is crucial. Understanding that funding is crucial. Having the right team of GC is crucial. And how you find your deals is very crucial. So thank you for saying yes to partnership. Thank you for saying yes to next level. Thank you for saying yes to passion. Thank you for saying yes to progression. Yes. And thank you for saying yes to real estate. See you at the top. Andre Beraud with the Yes to Real Estate podcast. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like and check out our other episodes right here on the Community Cultivator Network and the Yes to Real Estate podcast. See you at the top.